Okay. All right, Michaelle Solages, can you see? Can you see it? I don't know if you're on Facebook. Everybody else that is on Facebook, we are gonna go. So
I don't see it, but I am using my mom's computer.
Okay. Well,
Wait, we're live on Facebook.
we're gonna start now. Hi, everybody. I want to say thank you for joining us this afternoon. Welcome to another day and another evening of the Pillowcase Project with Red Cross. I want to thank everybody for joining us today. I have two very special guests today. I have Neela Lockel, who is our CEO at Red Cross in Long Island. And we also have a very special guest, an assembly member, an elected official who is a friend of the Red Cross. And today she is going to join us and have a little bit of fun with us again today. So without further ado, I am going to introduce Neela. Neela, how are you today?
I am wonderful. Thank you so much, Alex. It's great to see so many of you here today. Thank you for joining us. Today you're going to be learning some things that are actually going to make you much smarter. And you are going to know some things that can potentially help your family if you ever have to face a disaster. So you've been probably hearing on TV and seeing about some of the big storms and the big fires that are happening in other places. And those are affecting people and families and neighbors. And some of the information you're going to learn today is the kind of thing that people have to know so that if they ever have to face any kind of an emergency, they'll at least have some things prepared and they'll know a few things that they have to do in advance. So thank you for being here, for taking some responsibility and saying, I'm going to learn all this today. We really appreciate it. And hope that you will share that information back with your parents as well. So I'm so grateful to Assemblywoman Michaelle Solages for hosting us, not for the first time, and for helping us to talk to people in the community and get this message out. Assemblywoman, your partnership has meant a tremendous amount to us as an organization and certainly to the people in this community. So thank you, and I'll hand over the mic to you for a bit and we can go from there.
Well, thank you so much. It's always a great opportunity to work with the American Red Cross and ensuring that our families get resources. And time and time again, I've seen the Red Cross come into our community and help families, especially during fires or just to prepare us with information. So once again, my name is Assemblywoman Michaelle Solages. I represent the 22nd Assembly District, which includes Belrose Terrace, Elmont, Floral Park, Valley Stream, Franklin Square, and North Woodmere. Earlier this summer, I had the opportunity to partner with the American Red Cross of Long Island on an emergency preparedness event for our community. And as you learn, there's no such thing as being over-prepared. And an important part of planning is to have your entire family involved, everyone, even the babies, your senior citizens, everyone should get together. So today we're talking about, and we're gonna discuss the Pillowcase Project. And I see so many beautiful, handsome young people on this call. It's so refreshing. This is the type of crowd that I like to hang out with. So this is an emergency preparedness program specifically for parents, caregivers, and the most important New Yorkers are young children. And so the discussion today is about how to plan together and give you the necessary tools to be safe during an emergency. So for all the children listening today, I know you're brave New Yorkers. I know that you have courage in the most important time. This generation is amazing. I see and hear the things that they talk about, and I'm just so impressed. Especially, I give a shout out to Melissa Morales, one of my favorite. And so being prepared is the best way to keep you and your family safe. So thank you for stepping up for this important job. And thank you because we know the children always speak to the adults and the adults listen because the children say certain things. So please speak up to your family and share this information. So thank you again to the American Red Cross of New York for helping us provide this important information. And as always, if anyone has any community related questions, please feel free to contact my office, 516-599-2972, or email solagesm@nyassembly.gov. And you can find me on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook at SolagesNY. So thank you, everyone. Be well, be safe, be prepared. And I turn it over to the American Red Cross.
All right. Thank you so much, Michaelle Solages. And thank you, Neela. And we are very glad that you guys are able to join us today. And we hope you can stick around and have some fun with us because there's going to be a party. Right, Alyssa? We're going to have a party.
Yep,
Right.
just like the other
And,
time.
and I see a lot of other kids on here today. So I hope that we have some fun today. And most of the kids in here, it looks like you guys are all pillowcase experts. So this is a great chance for you guys to teach all the grown-ups who are watching this for the first time, all the good lessons that you know. So I'm very excited today. And I saw that Melissa, I don't know. How are you, Melissa? I don't think I've ever met you before. Hi, welcome.
Hi.
Hi, all right. So we have Melissa. See, Brandon, we've got a lot of friends that we're going to have some fun with today. So you're not going to be alone. And these are going to be your new friends, even if your regular friends that you know are not here today. So we hope to have a lot of fun. And Member Solange just said, it's very important for kids to teach grown-ups how to do the right thing during an emergency. So we know that you guys are probably going to be the best teachers. So that's why we're doing this today. This is the Pillowcase Project, and we're going to have an hour of fun, and I hope everybody is ready. Who's ready to learn, practice, and share with me today? Show me your hands. All right. So my name is Alex. Some of you may already know me, and I'm very happy to meet most of you guys. Where's my other friend? Where is Sanasa? Sanasa, can you pop up and say hi? Where did she go? There she is. Hi, Sanasa.
Hi, Alex. Hi,
Hi.
kids. How are you?
Everybody is in the car and moving around today.
Yeah.
I hope you guys are having fun wherever you are. So we're glad. That's my friend Sanasa. Sanasa is going to join in every once in a while. So we have a lot of other kids on here today, and we're going to talk about the Pillowcase Project. So what's the Pillowcase Project? Well, for all of you guys who don't know, the Pillowcase Project is a way of making sure you have emergency supplies available to you during an emergency so that you don't ever have to run back into a dangerous place to go and get something you forgot. But if you have it, like mine, and you take it with you during an emergency, it doesn't matter where you are, you have all the things that you need to keep yourself occupied and do something fun while the grown-ups try to figure out all the things that they need to do. So that's the Pillowcase Project. So after today, if you don't have a pillowcase already, we want you to get a pillowcase from your grown-up. We want you to decorate it. We want you to put your name on it, and we want you to fill it with all kinds of goodies of all the things that you would like to have during an emergency. So I'm very excited to get along today. So this is all about how it started. So Pillowcase Project started. There you go, Alyssa, you got one. The Pillowcase Project started a long time ago when there was a hurricane in a few states down south. And some of those states, one of them was Louisiana. And what happened was people who were watching it on the news saw a bunch of college kids who were trying to get to safety. And those college kids had pillowcases that they put all important stuff in it. And with that important stuff, they were trying to get to safety, and they were carrying the pillowcases like Santa and getting to safety. So ever since then, we decided that we were going to make pillowcases and make kids put their important things, items in them, so that if an emergency happens, they have all that stuff ready, available. All right. So why do we do it? Because we're Red Cross. Alyssa, are we all Red Cross? Alyssa's Red Cross, right? And Red Cross, what does Red Cross do, Alyssa? Can you tell me?
Red Cross helps people who are in danger.
That's right. Red Cross will help people who are in danger. Red Cross will help anybody who needs help after an emergency. Brandon, are you there? My friend Brandon was there, but let's see. Brandon, do you know anything about Red Cross? Is your camera working? Are you working? There he is. What do you know about Red Cross, Brandon? Oh, I lost him. I lost Brandon. Let's see, my friend Fatumata. Fatumata, where are you? She's in here today too. Let me see if I can find.
I'm here.
Oh, hi, Fatumata.
Hi.
So, what can you tell me about Red Cross? What did you learn about Red Cross? Because I know Fatumata was with us yesterday, and I'm going to test her today really, really big time. Fatumata, what do you know about Red Cross?
Red Cross helps you. It helps you. It helps people to evacuate, like if there's emergencies, and they give you cookies for blood.
Yes, we give you cookies for blood. We take blood from healthy people and we give it to doctors and hospitals so that if people are sick and they go to the doctors and hospitals, if they need blood, the doctors will give it to them and that usually helps them. That's very good. I'm glad you remembered that part, Fatumata. Yes, Alyssa, what's your question?
Actually, um, a long time ago, my mom said that you guys used to hand out Mickey Mouses.
Yes, a long time ago, we used
My
to.
mom's friends had a whole entire bag of them that had tags that said American Red Cross on them. And I got one. I think it's at somewhere else.
Oh, I've got my Mickey Mouse right here, right? And
It's
yes,
at the camper.
yeah, we used to give out Mickey Mouse, but nowadays we don't give out anything anymore because we want to make sure we don't make anybody sick. Brandon,
why
there
did
you
you-
are.
Why did you used to give it to people?
Why did we used to give to people? Because it was a fun thing to give so that you have something that in an emergency was like your friend, right? Because it's always good to have a friend with you, right?
Yeah,
And what
because
stuffed animal that you
because
like, Brandon?
yeah, it's almost like because maybe you forgot to bring, like maybe you didn't have a pillowcase or something, so you didn't have anything with you, so you just gave them something to color with. Because if I lost my house, I would be super scared.
That's right. You would be scared, but having somebody to cuddle with is always fun. What about you, Melissa? Do you have a favorite stuffed animal or a stuffed friend?
Yeah, I have a dog that I got from my brother when I was like 3. So I'd probably take that with me.
You tap, I take that. I think it's a good idea to have a friend that you can hang around with at all times. I think that's great. So yes, that's what we used to do. We used to give that stuff out. Now we want to make sure you guys all stay safe. So we prefer that you have something from your own household that you can use so that we're not giving you anything that could make you sick, right? So we want to, that's the reason why we're not giving anything out. We want you guys to be safe. So that's what Red Cross does. We go around, but the favorite and my favorite thing about Red Cross is talking to kids like you all the time. And I've made a lot of good friends through doing this. So I'm very happy to see all my friends are on here again today. And today we're going to go ahead and start. So the Pillowcase Project is all about learning something, practicing it, and becoming really good at it. Now, yesterday, we did this presentation and a few of my friends are on here. So today I'm going to ask my friend, Fatumata, what you doing? You're spinning around. Fatumata, I want you to tell me, what are you good at? Fatumata, do you play an instrument or do you play a sport?
Yeah.
Yeah, what instrument do you play or what sport?
Um. Wait, it's a game? A game that I'm good at?
Well, what sport do you play? Is there any sport that you play or an instrument that you know how to play or you learn how to play?
I know how to play the recorder.
What sport do you know how to play?
I don't really like doing sports.
You know?
I'm not that kind of person. I just like staying inside
You
and
just
play
like
Roblox all day.
and play Roblox. Oh, there you go. So playing
Oh
Roblox.
yeah,
Are you good at
Roblox.
Roblox? Is that something you have to be really good at?
Everyone's good
Yes.
at Roblox.
Oh yeah.
Literally every kid is good at
Except for me, I don't even play Roblox.
I
Why is
know
Roblox
lots of kids
amazing?
like to play Roblox. And I
No,
think
every kid plays Roblox.
every kid
Except
plays.
for me.
Except for Alyssa. Well, I'll tell you what, when you're playing something and you're really good at it, how do you get better?
By praying.
By praying and practicing?
Yeah, not by playing more.
By playing more? That's
Yeah.
right. The more you play something, the better you become. And the more you play, that's actually practicing, right? Because if you're
Yeah.
getting better, that means you've been practicing. And if you're practicing, you're going to get good. And if you become really good, what's going to be the best way to show off that you're really good at something? Go ahead, Brandon. Tell me, what's the best way to show off that you're good at something?
By doing the things that you're good at.
By doing the things that you're good at and showing it to other people, or maybe even teaching
Showing
them,
off.
right? So
Show
you
off.
would like, yes, right. So when you
I
teach
played.
somebody how to be better at something that you're good at, that's sharing, and that's a good thing. So I'm going to show you this screen. This is a screen right here. This is what the pillowcase is all about. It's about learning something. And in this case, we're going to learn about emergencies and how to be safe. And then we're going to practice ways to stay safe during an emergency. And then I want you to share everything we learn with other people that you know and other people that you love, right? Can everybody promise me that they can do that?
Definitely.
All right. So that's good. That's learn, practice, and share. So I'm going to start by first talking about favorite colors. So Brandon, I think this is the first time I'm working with Brandon. Brandon, what's your favorite color, buddy?
This is the second time you're working with
This is
me.
the second time?
You remember?
I
Now
remember him.
I think I'm remembering
When
Brandon.
everything
right
was
now.
going crazy, when I was muted, when I couldn't hear you, like, do you
That's
remember?
right. That's right. I
You should
remember.
remember.
I remember now, buddy.
Remember.
My favorite
Brandon,
color
what's
is
your favorite
red.
color?
Red, for sure.
Red.
Well,
Oh,
look behind you. Look behind you.
look behind me.
Yeah. Yeah.
That red, that
Yeah.
color red.
Yeah. I like red.
That's awesome. I think that's great that you like red. And let me
Is that
see.
my-
I'm going to
is that my
show
new
you
kitten?
something, Brandon.
This was for me.
Can you see this screen?
Oh,
Yeah.
I remember that for sure.
Oh wait, yeah. I think I remember. Yeah, I remember it.
All
I
right.
remember the
So I want you to tell everybody, since you guys are the experts, Brandon, I want you to tell everybody a state that is red. Show me a state.
It could be Arizona, New Mexico.
Arizona, New Mexico, Colorado. Yes, those are
Yes.
all red.
How about
you?
Don't worry, I was gonna say all of them.
All of them. It's okay. You gave me enough. How about you, Alyssa? What's your favorite color, Alyssa?
My favorite color is pink.
Pink.
But there's the closest color is it's red.
You know what, Alyssa? That's my favorite color too, but it's not on here.
Yeah,
So
but the
can you pick
closest
a
color is
different color
red.
that is on this map?
Well, my favorite color that's on that map is blue.
Blue. Which color blue? The dark blue or the light blue?
The light blue.
The light blue.
Yeah.
And can you tell me a state that is light blue all the way to the right?
New York.
New York. Yes, the great New York. All right, Melissa, your turn. Melissa,
after
what is your
hurricanes.
favorite color that you see on there?
Lime green.
Lime green. Ooh, that's a tricky one. All right. Now I want you to tell me a state that is lime green, Melissa.
Lime green is tornadoes and hurricanes.
Georgia.
Georgia. All right. So Georgia is on there and it is lime green. I think that's great. You guys pick all different colors on here. And I'm going to say this. Let's see. Dark blue, red, orange, and light blue. So, Alyssa, you pick light blue and you pick New York. What could happen in New York based on the little legend on the right? What are some of the hazards that can happen in New York, Alyssa?
What can happen in New York?
Can you see in the blue? Can you see the squares with the colors? Inside the squares, the light blue, what do you see in there?
I don't see anything, but I do see stuff on the side.
On the side, yeah.
So, well, on the side, near it, the closest two that are near it is, well, I can't really read it because it's small.
Well, all right, I'll tell you what, I'll read it for you because if you are looking at the light blue, it says hurricanes. So that means all those light blue states, they can all get hurricanes. over there.
Yeah,
How about
especially like Florida.
especially Florida? That is true. How about you,
That's for
Melissa?
sure.
You picked lime green. Can you see on the legend, if you live in a state that has got lime green, what could happen if you live in that state?
Tornadoes and hurricanes.
Tornadoes and hurricane. All right, Brandon, are you ready? What could happen if you live in a state that is red?
Wildfires.
Wildfires. So depending on what state you live in, all those different things can happen, right? So there's green, there's lime green, there's blue, there's light blue. And can everybody see that little orange one?
Well, that's earthquakes, hurricanes, and typhoons.
Typhoons,
What
yes.
is that?
Typhoon
Yeah.
is like a hurricane,
And
right?
the only orange one that's on there is South California.
South Carolina. That's very good, Alyssa, and that's right. So depending on what state you live in, those are some of the dangers that can happen. But let's see, on the very bottom, Melissa, can you see on the very bottom, there is those red little drawings?
Yeah.
All those little drawings represent something. Can you tell us, Melissa, what those red drawings represent?
Houses in different situations. So like a house that's on fire or one that's flooded.
That's right. So we have a home fire, and then there's flooding, and then what was the next
And
one?
Alyssa says,
The next one was thunderstorms and lightning. Can you see that one? And then the last one is extreme winter storms, right? Extreme winter storms. So that means it doesn't matter what state you live in, what color it is, whether it's green or blue or light blue. If you live in any state at all, those four things can happen. You can have a home fire, you can have flooding, you can have thunderstorms and lightning, and even extreme winter storms. So that means you have to watch out for those things no matter where you live. But let's talk about New York. We see that if you live in New York, you can get hurricanes. Yes, Alyssa.
I got a question. How many American Red Crosses are there in the whole entire world? Do they have in like different countries and different states?
I think that's a very good question. Red Cross is pretty big, but the American Red Cross, it's only in America, and there's lots of us. You know, there are so many Red Crosses that even though they have regular jobs, a person can have a regular job and still help Red Cross and be a Red Crosser, right? That's pretty exciting. And then all around the world, there's lots of different Red Cross.
There's 191.
How many?
I searched it up. It's 191.
191.
Yeah, 191.
That's a lot of Red Crosses.
But you probably should have a lot of them, and like maybe maybe like 35 of them in each single country.
Maybe
Oh.
let's search that up.
I think you can
Wait,
have a lot more.
What's 191 divided by 131?
Well, I
know how
think
many-
you guys,
I don't know how
I think
many
that
countries
is going
there
to
are.
be a project that I'm going to have to give you for another time, because I think you guys will probably come up with some great answers for me. But I think it's great. But first, I want us to figure this map out, like I said, right? So it doesn't matter where you live, all those things can happen. Now,
Always
if
get
you live in
ready.
New York has hurricanes.
Hurricanes.
Can anybody tell me what a hurricane is?
I remember Hurricane Sandy. Oh wait, no, I don't.
Hurricane Sandy.
No, I
What can you
don't. I was
describe?
like 1 years old.
Yeah. What can
I
you
don't even-
describe about Hurricane Sandy, Brandon?
Well, wait, what?
What can you describe about Hurricane Sandy? Do you
Well,
remember?
I was there.
You were
but-
there? But
Yeah,
you
but
don't
I
remember?
was like maybe 2 years old.
So what could you tell me about it though? Not just Hurricane Sandy, about any hurricane.
They could cause major destruction.
They can cause major destruction. Yes, Alyssa, what do you have?
Major, ultimate.
Alex,
Yes.
I was actually born 1 week after that thing.
You were born 1 week after Hurricane Sandy?
Ooh.
You're
And
very-
November 9th.
Oh,
So-
wow. That is.
I would have. Wait, when did Hurricane Sandy happen?
Hurricane Sandy happened in October 29th. What year was
2011?
that, Alyssa? It was the year you were born.
2012.
2012. Is that right, Sanasa? Yes, it was. That was very good. How about you, Fatimata? My friend Fatimata is going to tell us what a hurricane is. Fatimata, what's a hurricane?
A hurricane is something that is like kind of like a it's kind of like a wind, like it's like a wind that goes all over, and it makes major destruction of like, and it destructs everything that's like around it. It destructs everything.
That's right. A hurricane is like a big wind and rainstorm, right? And it starts over water. And then it brings all that water to dry land. So wherever we live, it's possible that we can get flooding, right? And remember what I was saying, for all you guys who are remembering this, a hurricane, when it's going to happen, weather forecasters let us know that a hurricane is going to happen. And they tell us that it's going to be a hurricane watch or a hurricane warning. And if it's a hurricane watch, that means in about 2 days, we could get it. And then they say if it's a hurricane warning, that means in less than 2 days, like a day and a half, we could definitely get a hurricane. So those are very important things to know. Yes, Alyssa.
What was I gonna say? I keep on forgetting all the time.
That's okay. If you remember, you can let me know, right?
Okay.
Yes, Fatimata.
Is it possible, like if there's like a hurricane coming and you forget about your dog, is it possible that the dog can come through your window and just come in your house and just fly through your window?
Like, do you think that maybe a wind can pick up a dog?
Yeah, and then throw it inside your home.
So if a hurricane is coming and you forget your dog outside, you better go get him and bring him inside, right? So that the wind doesn't pick him up, right? So that's very important. If a hurricane is going to happen and it's going to be very windy and raining, you want to make sure that you don't leave your dog or any other important things outside, right? Yes, Alyssa.
That when the hurricane or the hurricane comes, like, is it strong enough to pick up a house and move it to a different place?
Yes, a hurricane can be very strong. And if it's really fast moving winds, because remember, a hurricane is a hurricane when it reaches 74 miles per hour. And that 74 miles per hour can go all the way to 200 miles per hour. That's how fast it can go.
Yeah. And I watched this show called Weird But True. And they have an episode about tornadoes and hurricanes, and they said like I forgot what exactly the place it was, but they said there could be a family of tornadoes that just like there's one there, like all coming at once, all like in a bunch.
That's right. That's true. That's a tornado. Now, the difference between a tornado and a hurricane is a tornado starts on land, right? And a hurricane starts on water. And when it's happening, you really have to take cover. You have to go inside. And if it's a hurricane, you can't go to the basement because it could flood. So you have to go to an upper level of wherever you are, because that's where it's going to be safest. But you don't want to be on a roof because then there's nothing protecting you from the wind and all that stuff, right? So we have to remember, we have to pick up everything outside that the wind could pick up and throw through our homes. And we have to make sure we stay away from windows. And then we have to get our whole family ready, right? Yes, Fatimata. Oh.
Is it possible that if you said the hurricane is made out of land, right?
It starts on water and comes to land.
Yeah. But is it possible that a hurricane can turn into a tsunami? A tsunami?
Well, a tsunami is different. A tsunami is if there is an earthquake on the ocean and then it causes a big wave to come to land. That's a tsunami. That tsunami is really a big wave from an earthquake.
I learned that in second grade.
That's right. And you guys are teaching us so many things here again already today. So that's a hurricane. A hurricane can be dangerous. It can be scary. It's a lot of wind, and it brings what they call a storm surge. Now, my friend Melissa, you've been quiet. Do you know what a storm surge is, Melissa? No, a storm surge is a big wave, kind of like what we just talked about, a tsunami, but it doesn't have to be one wave. It just means the ocean water and a lot of water could come to dry land where normally it doesn't get wet, right? So that means you can get a lot of flooding in no matter where you are. And that's what a storm surge is. And who tells us that? The weather forecasters let us know, right? Yes, Alyssa.
The weather forecasters don't always get stuff right all the time because the weather changes very quickly. And also, which one's the one that stays put while it spins? Because which one stays put? Because it is possible it stays put, but it makes a lot of damage. I don't know which one that was.
I think that one is a tornado, the one you're talking about, right?
Yeah, because it spins, but it doesn't go anywhere, like to pick up your house, but it does make a big damage on road, grass, anything.
That's right. Tornadoes does that. They move very slowly, or they can move fast, or they can sometimes sit in one spot, and that's a tornado. So now that we've talked about all that dangerous stuff, can anybody tell me if you would be scared? Melissa, would you be scared if you heard that there was a hurricane coming and it was going to come to your neighborhood? Would that make you scared?
I'd be pretty nervous, but I'd feel kind of safer because I feel like my family kind of like has meeting spots and plans and stuff. So we kind of have like a lot of stuff figured out in case that was a problem.
Wow. So you guys are all experts. You know, I've got all expert panel here today, and that's true. It's a good idea to have your whole family ready and for everybody to know what to do, right? So if you're scared, Brandon, are you ready? Because I'm going to call on you next. Brandon, if you were scared, which you don't look like somebody who could get scared at all. Do you ever get scared, Brandon?
Well, no.
No, I don't think so. But if you were scared, let's say you were scared, what would you do to make yourself feel better?
I don't know.
You don't know? Do you think maybe you could, let's say, bite your fingernails? That would make you feel better, right?
I don't do that. I do this.
How about singing? Do you like singing?
I play piano.
You play the piano? Would playing a nice soothing song on the piano make you feel better if you were a little?
Maybe.
Maybe, right? Or maybe you could sing. How about you, Alyssa?
But also this thing, my dog.
Alyssa, what would you do to make yourself feel better if you were scared?
Well, I would be scared. It's not like I get brave easily, but what I would do is I don't know, because I actually like a lot of things, but I do like singing, and I do have a piano, but I'm not good at playing it.
Oh, well, it's a good idea to pick all the different things, right?
My favorite thing to do would actually be just like if you like the color thing that you did and pretend everything was your favorite color.
And guess what? That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna, because my friend Melissa, this is her first time, we're all gonna teach Melissa how to do breathing with colors. Melissa, have you ever heard of breathing with colors?
It's very cool.
No? Well, guess what, Melissa? We're gonna teach you all about it. Melissa, what did you say your favorite color was again?
Mine?
Lime green. All right. Is everybody ready to practice with lime green right now, just for Melissa?
Yeah.
Can you do that? I think this is going to
Yes.
be great because I think this will also cheer Melissa up really good. So, Melissa, just for today, you're lucky. All of our favorite colors is lime green. And we're all going to imagine that there's a big lime green cloud in front of us. Can you picture that? Brandon, do you see the big lime green cloud? Is it right in front of you?
I'm good at imagining stuff.
You're good at
Yes.
imagining stuff.
Yes.
I think that's great. How about you, Melissa? Can you see this big lime green cloud?
Yep.
All right. Are you ready, Alyssa? We are going to show Melissa how we can breathe in this big lime green cloud in through our nose, fill our whole body up with it to make our whole body lime green. That's going to be interesting. And then, Melissa, what's your least favorite color?
My least favorite color.
Just don't say pink.
Oh, okay. My least favorite color. Yellow.
Yellow. Oh my goodness. All right. Well, Melissa's least favorite color, because today it's all about Melissa's game. So we're going to pretend that inside our bodies is filled with yellow, and we don't want that. We want to get that yellow out. So we got to push that yellow out through our mouth. Is everybody ready? Lime green in, yellow out. Ready? So we're going to start. We're going to take our right hands. Everybody show me your right hands. All right, right hand, and we're going to put it straight across to our chest, like we're about to say the Pledge of Allegiance. Ready? And then we're going to take our left hand and we're going to put it flat on our bellies. Okay. Now, are you ready? Brandon, are you ready? You sitting tall or standing tall? Okay, lime.
I'm sitting.
Here comes the lime green cloud. We're going to breathe it in. Suck in that lime green cloud.
What's that?
In through our nose.
Help me.
Breathe
Can I
it in
breathe out?
real big. Fill your whole body up with it. And now breathe out the yellow. All that yucky yellow. All right. We're going to do it 2 or 3 more times. Are you ready, Melissa? Show everybody how you're going to do it. 1, 2, 3. Go. And swap it out. Oh, I see that lime green cloud is getting smaller and smaller already. Breathe it out. Whoa, here comes all that yellow. That's excellent. Okay, one last time. This time, very tricky. Are you ready, Alyssa? I want you to close your eyes. We'll see if you can breathe with your eyes closed. Everybody ready? On a count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Breathe in. Ah, good girl. All right, everybody's got their eyes closed. Okay, and breathe out all that yellow. Oh, excellent. Now imagine if you were nervous and you took a moment to take deep breaths. Do you think you could make good choices and good decisions if you did that?
Yes.
Yep.
I think you would. I think you would. And I think, yep, Alyssa's right. She gave me 2 thumbs up. And Melissa, yes, you would. And I know, Brandon, you would do a great job. I think that's exactly what you want. Fatumata, did you do it?
Do what? Do what?
Did you do breathing?
Oh yeah, I did. Don't worry.
I want to make sure you don't get nervous. All right. So that's breathing with colors. Whenever you feel nervous, whether it's before a big test, whether you feel like something has happened, like maybe you were supposed to do dishes and you didn't do dishes, and your grown-up is home and you realize you didn't do it and you're a little nervous about getting in trouble, you can take deep breaths and breathe in your favorite color. And that is called breathing with colors, and it'll help make you feel a little bit better. All right, our next part we're gonna do, Brandon, I think if you remember this, Brandon, let's see. If you were at a place that had an emergency exit, do you think it's a good idea to know where every emergency exit is so that if something happens, you know where to go? I see you nodding. Yes, it would. Alyssa, is it a good idea to have more than one emergency exit?
No, because if you had one, then everybody would be crouched together. So if it was an apartment, you would need one on each floor, so everybody on the floor would get it.
I think that is an excellent idea. Melissa, do you agree? It's a good idea to have more than one emergency exit, right?
Yes, I do.
All right. So look at this. I've got a little drawing here that I'm going to show everybody. And I know yesterday when we did our presentation, my friend Fatimata and my friend Bintu joined us and we pretended to have a party. So today we're going to pretend to have another party. And this time we're going to our friend Alyssa's house. Alyssa, are you ready to have a party at your house?
Yeah.
All right. And you invited everybody to come?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So look, Alyssa is now going to show us something. Alyssa says, in case there is an emergency, I have one of these. Can everybody see that?
Mm-hmm.
What is
I
that?
do. It is a fire alarm.
Alarm, a fire alarm or a smoke detector. And Alyssa says, I want everybody to know about this because this is the most important thing in my home. If this alarm goes off, Alyssa says, we have to be outside by that tree in less than 2 minutes. So that means we won't have any time to do our hair. We won't have any time to change our clothes or make a sandwich or anything. We've got less than 2 minutes to be out by the tree. And then Alyssa says, can everybody see the blue and the red arrows? Can you see it, Brandon? Blue arrows, red arrows. All right. So the red arrows mean that's a door. You have to try to go to the door first. And then the blue arrows are windows. That means you have to get to a window if you can't get to a door. So those are pretty simple rules, right? We have 2 minutes to get outside. We have to meet at the tree and we have 2 exits to get out. All right, we are ready. So in the middle of the party, guess what happens? What happened, Brandon? Have you ever heard this one before?
Beep, beep,
The smoke alarm is going off. And
beep.
Melissa starts to panic. Melissa, show me your panic face.
I don't really have a panic face.
Well, it looks like you're calm and calm. How about you, Alyssa? Alyssa, do you have a panic face? Oh, that's pretty panicky. So she's panicking. Melissa, what are you going to tell Alyssa to calm her down? What are you going to tell her to do to calm down?
To try and breathe.
To try and
do the color
breathe.
breathing.
And guess what, Alyssa? You don't have to breathe in lime green. You can breathe in your favorite pink color. So you breathe it in and you start to feel calm. And then Melissa told me, it says, Alex, I want you to check the door to see if it's safe for us to go out. So Melissa told me to go check the door.
Go check the door.
All right. So I'm at the door. How do I know if it's safe for me to open the door, Melissa?
Oh, I know.
I know.
Like from the bottom of the door up, and you kind of go until to see if it feels hot.
All right. So should I use the palm of my hand or should I use the back of my hand?
The back, because if the palm gets burned, then you really can't grab or do anything.
Oh, Melissa, you are an expert. That's right. I don't want to use the palm of my hand because if I burn the palm of my hand, then I won't be able to hold anything or climb anything. So I want to use the back of my hand because it can tell me really quick if something is wrong with the door. So I'm touching the door handle. Uh-oh, it's hot. It's hot, Melissa. What should I do? Remember, that was the door. That was the red arrow. If we can't use the red arrow, what do we got to use?
You got to use the windows.
We got to use the window. We got to go to a window. Melissa, what if you live on the 10th floor? Should I just jump out of the window?
You could if you want. If you
But it
want.
wouldn't be a good idea.
If you want to save your
Oh,
life.
I know the really good idea.
All right. Tell me, Alyssa, what's a really good idea?
Well, the really good idea is if your mom or dad calls the fire department, you should ask them to get a ladder or something. So if you were on the 10th floor and it's really high down, like you would get like a jump pad or something, or like a
Trampoline?
a ladder.
A ladder. Well, that's a good idea, but I want you to remember this, right? Fire, if it's on the other side of the door and you cannot go out that door, you have to not
Jump
hide
out
in
of
the
the
closet. You can't hide. You can't hide under the bed. You have to try and get attention. So the way to get attention is you go to the window. And if you're on a high floor in the window, instead of screaming for firefighters, we want you to put something like a flag or something out of the window that'll let the firefighters know where you are. So you put something out of the window and you close it. You don't leave your window open because we all know what fire needs to get bigger. What does fire need to get bigger?
At least air.
Wind.
Air. And if you open your window or if you break your window, what's going to come into your room? Lots of
Fire.
air. And you don't want that, right? Because you want to make sure. Yes, Alyssa.
And another way, like if your clothes get on fire, if you would go down on the floor and you would just roll over. Because I went to my friend's father, who's a firefighter, and we went to his place and the firehouse, and he taught us how to do it.
That's right. So you got to stop, you got to drop, and you got to roll if your clothes are on fire, right? So you can put all the fire out. Okay, Fatumata, I have a trick question for you. My question for you, Fatumata, is this. If there is smoke, can I go right through the smoke?
No, because because if you never know if the fire is right in front of you and you just burn your face, you have to like take your mask. If you have if you're gonna go outside, you have to take a mask and go down so and have a mask so the fire won't come because below there's no a lot of fire.
So you guys have to remember this. Smoke is just as bad as the fire, right? So if I see smoke, I'm not going to run through it.
Because the smoke is like giving you a signal that the fire's right there.
That's right. If there is smoke, then most likely there's fire. But even worse, we can't breathe in smoke because it's really deadly. So that means we have to go underneath smoke. And the way to go underneath smoke is to crawl on the ground or on the floor as fast as we can to get to safety. But if we're at the window and we hear the firefighters are come, should I open my window and start screaming out the window?
No.
No. You don't have to, right? If you have a whistle, then you can use a whistle, right? But it's important. You don't scream because then you're going to get tired. You're going to get thirsty. Yes, Melissa?
In my science class, we just did the safety unit because we're using one of the chemical labs, and we learned how to treat the different degrees of burns and how to use the fire blankets and stuff if somebody's clothes or hair catches on fire.
Whoa.
And all the safety precautions for that.
That's pretty cool.
Because we're working with a bunch of cleaning chemicals and stuff.
I'm going to have to tell Alyssa's mom to teach me about that stuff because I don't know about that either. I think that's something I need to learn is how to use.
No, Alyssa's mom.
Right? That would be a lot of fun.
About that, about what she said.
Let's not forget about our party. We just had this party at Alyssa's house and all of us listened. The fire was happening. We got out in less than
2 minutes.
2 minutes. We all met at the tree, right? Nobody missed anything. But guess what? We're all at the tree. Brandon, somebody is missing. Guess who's missing?
Oh.
Fatumata didn't show up. Fatumata did not go to the tree, Fatumata. Fatumata went somewhere else instead of coming to the tree.
I'm sorry.
Go get her? Who is going to go and get Fatumata? This is.
I know.
Who?
The firefighters, not us, because we can't just run into a fire.
Oh, you guys are awesome. That's right, Fatumata. Next time, you have to go to the tree. But if you don't go to the tree, nobody's going to come because to be a hero, we have to tell the firefighters because the firefighters have all the equipment, right? They have helmets and they have the boots and they have all the fire equipment and masks so that they can go and get Fatumata. Fatumata, you have to go to the tree. Don't forget. That was the rules of the party. All right. So this is good. You guys have done a great job. Nobody went in. Everybody still became a hero. We all met at the meeting place. We did a head count. Everybody's here. This was a successful party, right?
Yeah.
It was fun. And we had
It's a party practice.
party practice. All right. So you guys all know all the tricky little things I've got in my pillowcase.
Oh, I definitely know your hat, your funny pink hat.
What? I know you know my hat. All right. Tell me what you want me to pull out. Since Melissa doesn't know, Melissa, what do you think I should have in my pillowcase, Melissa? What do I have in here?
You should probably have like some sort of food, like something small or water.
Ah. All right. So
That's
Melissa, this is
good.
going to test you because I know how smart you are. Fatumano's got some spaghetti. I don't know if I can have spaghetti in my pillowcase, but I'm definitely going to have a bottle of water. And this is what my friend Alyssa was talking about.
Your hat.
This is Mr. Pinky.
I
Mr.
think I
Pinky
remember.
is just my little monkey that goes with me whenever I feel scared. He goes with me and he keeps me safe. Is it a good idea
I
to
think
have
I
this, Brandon?
remember.
What's that, Brandon?
Definitely remember.
I think I remember.
So funny.
Yeah, you
I
do.
have one of those, but it's orange.
It's an orange one? Ooh, I like orange too. Oh, and what about this?
The
It's a
radio.
first aid kit.
Radio. This is my radio. Is it a good idea to have a radio during an emergency?
Well,
Yes.
something better could be a first aid kit.
That's right. And a first aid kit? All right, let's see if I have a first aid kit in here.
If you don't, then okay, good.
I do have a first aid kit. Brandon, you would definitely have one, right?
Yeah.
All right. And
Yeah.
guess what?
Because
Nowadays, what is the number one thing every kid and every person should have with them?
A mask. It's obvious.
That's right, because
yeah,
even
but the
if you go,
coronavirus, which I hate.
that's right, because if you go out and you are safe, you're still going to be around
Hold
other
on.
people. It's a
Let me
good
just
idea
write
to
down my
have your mask.
complaints.
What's that, Brandon?
Let me just get my 10 notebooks and write down my complaints.
Oh, you're going to have to write down a lot of stuff.
Let me go get my 10 notebooks.
I remember your hat.
You remember my hat?
Ooh, I remember.
And what
And
else?
your flashlight.
And the
Wait, I
I
have a
remember that
question.
too.
Say paper, I would like to write down.
I have a question.
Yes.
I
what-
remember your whistle.
Can your
I
hat
remember that. I
open its
remember the
mouth?
orange whistle.
Can my hat open its mouth?
the beak?
Only
the
if I
beak.
go like this.
Oh,
Did that
I
work?
thought
I
it's
remember
like
everything.
those plushy thingies that you have to push and it opens its mouth.
And what about this? This is a good idea to have.
I
Yes.
remember.
Remember
I
what
remember
was
the
saying?
whistle.
That's right. Having a whistle is good. So Brandon, you have a lot of good ideas. What else would you add to this pillowcase?
You would obviously add canned something.
That's right. That's a good idea.
Or at least something that you can eat.
That's right. Definitely food. What about you, Fatimata? What would you add to the pillowcase of all the things that I had? Was there anything you would add?
Like maybe you can have maybe if you have those things you don't have to you have to echo it, you have to hold it and speak into it and it makes a loud echo. Maybe you can have that.
Megaphone.
Like a megaphone?
Yeah, maybe you can have that.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Microphone.
All right. How about you, Alyssa? What would you add?
Me?
Yeah.
Okay, what I would add? I would add maybe
Maybe.
I would add maybe like a picture of my family or something.
Oh, that is excellent.
Well,
Right?
wouldn't you be with your family?
Oh, it's okay. It's always a good idea to have a
Because
picture.
my family might go another way and I might go a different way. Like they might go through a door and I might go through a window.
That's right. And if you have a picture of your family, you can show the firefighters so that they know what your family looks like. That's a great idea.
Yeah, but you're not gonna
That's
draw
very
a
smart. That's
realistic
very
picture
smart.
of your
That
family.
is very smart. That's very nice of you to tell her that, Brandon.
Thank you.
And how about you, Melissa? Is there anything you think you would add that you would have for you?
So this isn't exactly like like an emergency situation kind of necessary item, but I'd probably bring Rick Gordon's book.
Oh,
book.
wait, show everybody. Let's see it.
In case like you're in a situation, let's say like you're in a big center where they have like emergency situations, so everybody's being brought in case you have to like wait there for a while. I have my books and I love
Yeah,
them. I'd probably bring
I
them.
love
that's a good idea.
That
I
is
like
a good
books,
idea.
so
To keep you entertained.
entertaining books.
You guys
Yeah.
are great. And here's
I like-
another thing that I want you guys to think about, but you have to get your grown-ups to do it, right? If you
Oh,
haven't done this
I
already,
played that game yesterday.
I want you to play this game yesterday. This is Monster Guard, and Monster Guard is so much fun. When you get a chance, have your
I
grown-up.
never played that.
You gotta try it, Alyssa. You might like it. So remember to tell your mom to download it and put it on your phone or tablet if you have one.
Monster
Then-
Guard is what it's called.
It's called Monster Guard. And you get to pick different monster characters and play. So it's a lot of fun. Give it a shot, you guys. I think
So
you'll.
is it kind of like is it like a safety game?
Yes, it's like a safety game. And
I'm
guess
gonna
what
download
else
it.
you guys are gonna get today?
I'm gonna
What?
download it right now.
Certificate. You guys already have a certificate, but you
I
can
don't think I got one.
you can earn another certificate. But first, before we get that, guess what?
What?
Quiz time.
Yay!
Oof.
All right. So
Wait, I can't
For
find
those
it.
of
I
you-
can't find the app.
for those of you who have taken this quiz before, but maybe you didn't do 100%, this is an opportunity to do better than 100%. All right, Melissa, are you ready? All right, Brandon, are you ready?
Yes.
Fatumata, are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready to eat my
Alright.
food.
Okay, guys, and for everybody else playing along with us today, I want you to remember, we want you to do your best in answering all these, but like all my friends here today, I want you to know, the first question is,
Before we start the question, I have a question.
let's hear your question.
Are we
Wait, can I
live
start
on
this?
are we live on Facebook?
Are you live on Facebook?
Yeah.
Oh, I think you are. You are
All
famous.
right, I hate being on TV.
You are.
Sometimes,
Well, it's not.
like I
really
like
on-
YouTube, but not Facebook. When no,
Well, you're very famous. You guys are all very famous. Oh, okay. You guys ready? Because this is the last
Yeah.
thing we're gonna do. The first question is, how quickly should you get outside when you practice a home fire escape plan? Remember what I said. So the answer is it A, less than 2 minutes? Is it B, 10 minutes or more? Is it C, 1 hour? Or is it D, you don't know?
it
Remember,
won't let me
try
click
it.
on it.
What's that, Alyssa?
It's I'm clicking on the answer, but it won't let me.
It won't let you click.
Yes, I did it.
Well, I'll tell you what.
Yeah, the reason is Alex because you're a panelist.
You're
So
a panelist.
panelists can't take the quiz.
All right.
Yes.
So here's what I'm gonna do. You're all gonna show me by your hands. Everybody raise your hand. Is it A, less than 2 minutes? Is it B, 10 minutes or more? Or is it C, 1 hour? Or D, you don't know? How many people guess A?
Oh,
Me.
Me.
Everyone.
Ooh, all
Everyone
right,
gets
everybody
A.
get it right. All right, question
everybody.
number 2. What is the most important thing to do when you are escaping from a home fire? Is
Grab
it
your
get your pillowcase
pillowcase.
kit?
Grab your pet.
Is it B, find your pet?
And the other
Is it
Definitely
C,
not.
or get out, is it B, get out quickly as safely as possible? Is it C, find your pet?
It's all of them.
Is it D, you don't know?
It's all of them.
It's all of them except for find your pet.
All right, Melissa, which one is going to be your first choice? A, get your pillowcase kit. B,
No.
get out as quickly and as safely as possible. C, find your pet. Or D, you don't know. Melissa, which one
Get
is
your
it?
pillowcase kit.
No, you have to get out as fast as Sleepy.
Yes, you gotta get out quickly first.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it could be all of them.
Get your pillowcase kit, right?
Can't be all of them because you have to be there ASAP. Because
That's
you
right,
never know
because you
if
got
one of
less
your
than.
family, you never know if your family member is just gonna run inside, be like, "Oh my God, where are you?"
I see Bintu dancing behind you, Fatima.
Yeah.
All right. And now, question number 3 says, what is a storm surge? Is it A, ocean water that moves over land that is usually dry? Is it B, lightning? Is it C, a tornado? Or is it D, you don't know? Okay, Brandon, give us the answer, Brandon. Brandon, which one do you think it is? It is. What is a storm
I
surge?
think it's a lightning storm.
Which one?
A lightning storm.
Oh, so close. Melissa?
Ocean water that moves through land.
That's right. It's ocean water that moves over land that is usually dry. That would be the answer for that. All right, question number 4. Brandon, you're going to redeem yourself. Are you ready? What should you do when forecasters say that a hurricane might happen? Is it A, bring things from outside inside so that they don't get blown around and thrown to your window? Is it B, evacuate immediately? Is it C, stay upstairs and hide? Or
It's
you don't?
it's C and A.
Which one?
It's C and A.
It's C and A?
It could.
Close.
It has to
I
be
think
both.
all those answers are pretty good, but A is mostly the one that we want to do.
Yeah,
Right?
you have to grab everything.
That's right. But if your grown-ups tell you you have to evacuate, that's when you get all your stuff in your pillowcase and then you leave, right?
Yeah.
Okay. After listening to me talk again, you guys, how many of you guys feel like you are ready to beat any emergency or help?
There's actually
Yeah, I feel ready
there's 2
again.
more. There's 2 more.
All right.
I
So
feel ready
all
again.
you guys are ready and important emergency.
You already got me ready,
All right.
but I feel
Last
ready again.
question. How many of you guys have members in your family that are in the military, that are wearing the
Used to.
uniform?
Used
One,
to.
two.
Few people in my family are in the military.
Oh yeah. Well,
Yeah.
you guys
My
have done.
grandpa, my uncle, and my dad.
You guys have done
Well,
a great
my
job. I wanna
grandpa
say this.
and my grandpa and my uncle were in the military.
That's good, right?
Wow.
That's good.
Right.
My daddy was in the army, which counts as the military.
When maybe you guys get older, you might go in the military, but if you don't, that's okay. Maybe
Yeah, no, that's absolutely not.
So I want to say thank you guys so much. My friend Melissa, can you say thank you? Can I say it? Can you say, if I say thank you, can you give me a wave, my friend Melissa? Melissa, you made a lot of good friends today, right? Right. So maybe we'll see you next time. How about Brandon? Brandon, did you have fun today? Yeah.
Wait, who are the veterans for this?
What's that?
Who are the veterans for this?
Who are the
Like-
veterans for this?
Like people who did this already.
You are the veteran. You are a veteran. Alyssa is a veteran. Fatumata is a veteran. Bintu is a veteran. And we all.
Wait, Bintu's not here.
And Melissa learned a lot about pillowcase. I know Melissa knows a lot about emergency readiness, but she learned about pillowcase for the first time. And guess who we taught something to today, you guys?
Senator.
We taught something to Michaelle Solages. Michaelle Solages, did you watch us have fun today?
Yeah, it seemed like a great time. Boys and girls, you're so smart. Kudos.
They are very smart. They are the best. And I think they did a great job. I hope you had fun watching them.
This is
Right?
my turn.
Oh, I did. They're so funny. And I learned a lot too.
Yes, I learned a lot too. These guys always teach me something new every time. So I had a lot of fun.
I just want you to put the penguin hat on again. That was my favorite.
I love
Yeah,
my
I love
penguin
that
hat.
part too.
And I know that Alyssa wants one of those penguin hats. I know that maybe someday you'll get one, right, Alyssa? And Melissa, I want you to tell your grown-ups. Remember, every single one of you guys, after the presentation, what are you going to ask your grown-ups to do?
check the alarm. If
Check
it's
the
working.
alarm.
Yeah, I
Make
have
sure
a.
it's
Just don't.
working.
I don't think my mom opened it.
Yeah. Well, make sure that she opens it and she checks it
Mama,
for you.
wait, no batteries? She has to update the batteries.
She has
so-
to update the battery. You tell your mom that she's the number one person that has to do it, right? Before we all do. But you guys have been great. Melissa, thank you for playing along with us. I want to thank our very special guest today, right? Member Solages.
you,
Everybody
Alex.
give her a big clap for hanging with us today. She did fun time.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. And I also want to thank our very special guest, Neela. And Neela, if you can hear us, we're giving you a big clap. Oh, there you go. Member Salah just had somebody pop up behind her head. No way. All right. You guys have been awesome. I hope you join me again for another one. I want to thank all your grown-ups for letting us do this and for all the kids that watch, all my special friends today. I want to thank you so much. And Member Solanges, I want to give
Thank
you
you.
the last
Bye.
word. If there's anything you wanted to say
Oh,
before
bye bye.
we close out.
Thank you. And be
Thank you.
prepared,
Bye.
everyone.
Thank
Bye.
you. Bye, everybody. I want you to have a fun day and be
Thank you,
safe.
Alex.
Bye. Bye, Alyssa. Bye,
Bye bye.
everyone.
Bye.